from the North Shore of the Allegheny River. We're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball on the show next. Joe Wiggins will be on the mound for game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
At the plate, Gene Segura, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch on its way. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position 1 batter into the game.
Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. No balls and a strike to count. One strike offering now to Hamilton, and that one just missed outside. Hamilton is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
From the belt, the pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Segura stands at second with no outs. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
In is Joey Votto now, and they're runners at the corners now. Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Wiggins has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with 1 out in the inning now. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Now the 0-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Line towards center field. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. One run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs. And they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Digging in, Pete Rose, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-1. Fouled away. Still only one out in the inning. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with it.
Brummett is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joe Morgan. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box, Johnny Bench, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
High in the air out to center field. Brummett is there. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Reds lead it 3-0. Colby Grubb is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Christian Brummett. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry, they're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Hamilton is under it. He's got it 1 away. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's wide, 2-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, Dero, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Angel Vargas. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. From the belt, the pitch. Ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Manning leads off first with 1 away. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he's into scoring position here in the home half of the first, following the stolen base, as we check out the teams that have run the most here this season. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Unlikely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Tyler Wiggins. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Fred Wiggins.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field.
Bruce will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. The Reds are on top, 3-0. In now for the Reds, Jay Bruce. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Gene Segura standing in. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He doubled to open up the ball game. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's night.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Reds are down and ordered. They lead it 3-0. Up next for the Buccos, Curtis Wiggins. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first down.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Standing in, Brian Brummett, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. Brummett, base runner at first with 1 out. There he goes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Rose. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, pitcher Joe Wiggins.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Joe Wiggins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
2 out with the man at first. Two and 0 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. He's running. Strike taken, the throw. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 3-0. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in Western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you back on the show. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Standing in now, Joey Votto. And he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
1 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Two and 2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Joe Wiggins, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Wiggins.
First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Center fielder number 27.
So with 1 away, a reminder we've got more Pittsburgh Pirates baseball for you in the week ahead as you take a look there at where we'll be over the next 7 days. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Brummett. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Riding in once again, Trent Manning. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
The right fielder number 30, Angel Vargas.
Ready for another chance. Angel Vargas. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. In tied at 93, ball 1. So far this season, Vargas is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
2-0 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Is in there for strike number 2.
Brummett at second with 2 down. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
The next 3-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. Still down 3-0. Digging in to try it again, Pete Rose. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Wiggins onto the grass. 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Morgan. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brummett is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Digging in, Johnny Bench. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the strike. The windup and the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they lead it 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tyler Wiggins, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Count even now at 1-1.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce on the run. 1 out. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Now to the plate, Fred Wiggins. He flew out in his last at bat. First offering on its way. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Now at the plate, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, catcher Brian Brummett.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Brummett. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Buccos have made this a 3-2 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll it there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box now, Scott Gifford. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's the Reds 3 and the Pirates 2. Here's Jay Bruce now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Cincinnati, the right fielder number 32, James Bruce.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging. The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, Colby Grubb. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Right side. Spin throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. Digging in once again, Gene Segura. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. Reds out in front, 3-2. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Joe Wiggins. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Arenado loves it. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian Drummond.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christian Drummond. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
2-1 the count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball three. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Standing in now, Trent Manning. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. The 1-1 home. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. The 2-1 is taken. Ball three. Angel Vargas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Full count. Here it comes. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, when you go with a slider there at a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready for another shot now. Angel Vargas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In the dirt, and now let's see. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Manning, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runners off for second. And the 2-1. They'll try it again from first. That's a strike to throw down. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
So a full count now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Ready once again, Tyler Wiggins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Bruce. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
In is Joey Votto now. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 0-1 delivery. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Wiggins is over, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter for 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Now batting, left fielder, Pete Rose.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pete Rose. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first two guys out of the inning, then you give up that two-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Reds lead this one 3-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 2, Joey Ramos.
Leading off the inning, Fred Wiggins. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Fred Wiggins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. Ground ball left side. Arenado's got it, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Pirates, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Digging in once again, Curtis Wiggins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop. It's up to a 3-2 full count now. Bases are empty, one man out. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The catcher, number 5.
Ready to take his hacks again, Brian Brummett, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Back up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
Stepping in now, Scott Gifford, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. The 1-1 home. There's a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. Brummett leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he's into scoring position now at second following the 2-out stolen base. And you can see where he ranks on the Pirates team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing. It's ball 3. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Pitch out, nothing doing. This one's down to third. Oh, look at Arenado. It's there. He got him. Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, tight one on our hands, all tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play.
Leading off for the Reds.
Ready for another shot now, Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Misses off the plate.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here's another 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Lifted down the line in left. Wiggins on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it, as he'll be credited with a no decision.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 52, Mike North.
Into the box, Johnny Bench, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. I'm set with the 0-1, and that one just missed outside. The 1-1 to short. To his right, Wiggins on to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 32, James Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now. First delivery to him on the way. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. Two out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
C.J. Cron will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, C.J. Cron.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. The average coming into play right at 320. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. The 1-1 home. He's outside for a ball. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. Still tied 3-3. James Mixon will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
James Mixon.
The Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett. He got called out on strikes his last time through. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one. Mixon typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First pitch on its way. Called strike over the outside corner. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2. One out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Popped him up. Bench waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30, Angel Vargas.
Ready for another chance. Angel Vargas. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The windup and the 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Up next for the Buccos, Tyler Wiggins, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0. Line towards center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Score remains tied at 3-3. Gene Segura standing in. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. fly ball out to straightaway right. Vargas is there. One down.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Back up the middle. A dive. He's got it to first. Oh, but he beats it out. A great effort comes up short, and now the potential lead run is on base at first.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Line towards center field. Brummett is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Reds go down quietly. No change in the score. It's 3-3. J.J. Hoover is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready once again, Fred Wiggins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Fred Wiggins.
Christopher Wiggins is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Wiggins is almost surely going to represent the National League in this year's All-Star game, as he currently leads all right fielders in fan votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
In now, Curtis Wiggins. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over the first. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's the 1-out single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Into the box now, Brian Brummett. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0. Pitch out, nothing doing. There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Scott.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Gifford. Runner in scoring position with Sajan. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's fouled away. And he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and is now 5-3.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Roberto Clemente will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Roberto Clemente.
The
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. 264 is average entering play. A dozen home runs and 41 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Up around the face. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss at a ball down. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Check swing grounder to the right side. Morgan charging in on it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Christian Brummett 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 is a sharp slider that bounces in the dirt.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Fouled away. Clemente is off at first with 2 away. Runner going a second time. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves forward.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. 5-3 Pittsburgh. Christopher Wiggins will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 17, Christopher Wiggins.
Mike Christian comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Nolan Arenado. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Into the seats, 0-1. Christian playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 0-1 pitch on its way. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Stepping in now, Pete Rose. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Morgan is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Into the box, Joe Morgan. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
It's time to raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirate closer comes in to ice this one and picks up the save.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Pittsburgh Pirates came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Mike North gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Mike Christian earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line for the game. First for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Reds, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Our paid attendance at PNC Park this afternoon, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.